That hasn't gone live yet. Okay. So if we talk about Conor McGregor, let's just look at his body of work. A lot of people say that he's one of the best lightweight champions of all time. Okay, number one, to be considered a champion, you have to actually defend your belt. You must defend your belt. That's one thing that we cannot overlook, guys. You must defend your belt. You must. So if we look at his body of work over here, I know what it is. I don't have to even look at his resume because I know that he's an overrated. But this is just for you guys. So whatever. Let's discount everything that he did at Cage Warriors because even though Cage Warriors, it's an inferior organization. So let's look at his first fight. Okay, you know, I'm honest. At 145, at 145 pounds, he was, he was a solid fighter. He has a much better body of work at 145, beating the likes of Dustin Poirier and Max Holloway. Even though when he fought Max Holloway was a white belt, I believe. He wasn't even a fucking didn't know jiu-jitsu. Was a white belt on the ground. Dustin Poirier, he knocked him out, but that was a Dustin Poirier that was severely weight trained. Severely weight trained. Chad Mendes was on, I believe, how many days notice? How many days notice? 2 weeks notice? How much time did he have for this fight? A week's notice? He took the fight on 1 week's notice. Just over 1 week notice. Come on, man. So he took the fight just over 1 week notice, and he was fucking him up on the ground. He was taking him down, elbows down on the ground and pound, dominating the fight. But he got tired. Then he fights Jose Aldo. This was more of a fight of mental warfare, and Jose Aldo was already on the decline when he fought him. Nate Diaz, Nathan Diaz. This fight he lost. He got choked out. He overlooked Nate Diaz, and he thought that this was going to be an easy fight. Then he fought Nate Diaz in a rematch, and arguably he lost that fight. So, if you look at Nate Diaz is a solid, solid, solid fighter, but he's not championship caliber. He's a solid fighter, but not championship level. That's a fact. Eddie Alvarez, one of the weakest lightweight champions of all time. He won the belt against RDA, right? I know my UFC shit, dude. He won against RDA. He didn't defend it. He lost it on the first defense, and then he takes a 2 year hiatus to fight fucking Floyd Mayweather, and he gets knocked out. So if you look at his body of work at 155, he's only had one win. One win. One win at lightweight. And he never defended the belt. Then he fights Khabib Nurmagomedov. And he gets choked out, completely gets dominated in this fight. Then he fights Donald Cerrone that was on the decline, a rapid decline, knocks him out in the first round, 40 seconds, just a showcase fight, just to try and get him back into, the thick of things. And then he fights Dustin Poirier, and he gets knocked out. So at 155, Conor McGregor is not he's not an elite. He's not elite. That's a fact. I think that's something that we can all agree on, even though his fans are kind of stupid. But we can definitely agree on that. The thing about Conor was, what he always had a crutch on? The crutch, the excuse that he always has is, oh, I lost in the grappling department. Oh, I got choked out. Oh, I lost by submission. But you got knocked out by Dustin. So now it's like, Now the crutch is gone because you got knocked the fuck out by Dustin Poirier, a guy that you already beat, a guy that you were overlooking and that you thought was just gonna be an easy fight. You thought you were gonna knock him out in the first round, easy fight. Couldn't be further from the truth. I don't know, man. Conor is definitely overrated. I mean, this rematch that he's gonna fight Dustin Poirier, it's a do or die fight for him. If he loses this fight, I think it's over because it's do or die. If he loses this fight, then he's no longer even considered a good fighter anymore. I mean, I think even his fans are gonna abandon him. Dustin Poirier is a tough fight. Oh, definitely, he's a tough fight. He's deserves to fight for the title. He beat Conor and he beat who else did he beat? He beat Justin Gaethje too, right? Before, um, well, yeah, he beat Dan Hooker as well, right? Dan Hooker was that his last fight? And then it was Khabib before that. Yeah, exactly. I know my UFC shit, dude. Eddie B. Max Holloway, Eddie Alvarez, Justin Gaethje, Anthony Pett. Wow, this is such a good resume, dude. He beat Justin Gaethje, Eddie Alvarez too. Don't forget about that. And he beat Max Holloway too. Damn, Max Holloway, Eddie Alvarez, Justin Gaethje, Dan Hooker, Conor McGregor. Come on, he deserves to fight for the title. Which is what we all know that. You know, Dustin Poirier, he chose to fight the money fight. He chose to fight Conor McGregor. But if Conor if Conor loses this fight, who's he gonna fight after that? Because he's not gonna be able to fight for the title. That's gone. The title fight is gone. Even before this fight, the title fight was gone. But the title fight is out of the question. He has to win 3 fights to get back into title contention. I think if he loses this fight, the only fight that makes sense is Tony Ferguson. But the thing is, you're gonna be on the decline here because Tony is on a 3 fight losing streak. No, it's a 2 fight losing streak. Let me correct myself there. It's a 2 fight losing streak. He lost to Charles Oliveira and Justin Gaethje. So 2 fight losing streak. Yeah, I don't even have to check it. Um, yeah, yeah. It is what it is, man. The guy is not elite, not anymore. He was elite at 145. 145, he's elite. And I don't even think he's elite at 145 because he beat a Max Holloway that was severely, severely lacking in skill set, which is no fault of his own, because that's just how he was at the time. But the thing is, he's grown leaps and bounds by now, and I don't think he can beat Max Holloway because wrestling, he's not gonna wrestle him. He doesn't have the repertoire of skill set to wrestle Max Holloway, and he can't make 145 anymore. He's not gonna be able to make the weight class, so he has to fight at 155. If he loses to Dustin, it's over. I mean, yikes! I don't know what to say. I kind of drank the Kool-Aid a little bit, and I thought that Conor was, oh, I thought he was gonna beat Khabib, and I thought this and that. Come on, man. 2 year layoff, and you're gonna fight one of the most active champions in history, in lightweight history. 2 year layoff from 2016 to 2018, and you're gonna fight one of the most active, dominant champion. No, well, okay, he wasn't that active, but he was active. He fought Edson Barbosa, Michael Johnson, Ali Quinta. At 155, his body of work is truly unmistakable. Justin Gaethje, Dustin Poirier, Conor, Ali Quinter, Edson Barbosa. The Conor fight was a money fight. He didn't even deserve to fight for the title. He didn't deserve to fight for the title. Look, man, the only reason the fight happened was because of his star status. The guy is not elite. I'm sorry. He's just a draw because he's flamboyant and talks loud, but the guy is really not. He's dude. He's not elite. That's a fact. It's a fact. Okay, literally a fact that he cannot beat. I don't think he's gonna beat Dustin in the rematch because You know, even though you guys think he can beat Dustin in the rematch, I don't think he can beat him in the rematch. I really don't. Here, yeah, that looks good. Then play this, then queen takes. Okay. Um, knight. But yeah, man. I mean, McGregor, he's not elite, not anymore, man. He's just not elite. Sorry, guys. Just being honest, man. The guy is just not on the level that you would consider to be like one of the best at lightweight. No, no, no. I'm sorry. No, he's not. He just isn't. I do have the bishop here, by the way. Yeah, but there's always the chance of mate here, so that's a problem. I need to take care of that fucking king queen there. Um, nice. Didn't even see that. That means I have to move here or here. But yeah, man. I mean, he's just not elite. Sorry. Look at his body of work. Who has he beat at lightweight? I've already told you guys this. Eddie Alvarez. This fight was at 170, so. And the only reason he did that was because he didn't want to cut weight. He got finished by Nathan Diaz, bro. Which is not a bad thing because Nathan Diaz is a warrior. He's a warrior. Dude, Nate Diaz is a warrior. He could fight, but he's more of a journeyman. He's not a gatekeeper. No, I mean he's definitely what do you say? He's definitely a solid fighter. Like that's no digs at Nate Diaz. I'm a big Nate Diaz fan, but is he elite? No, sorry, he's not. Michael Johnson, he beat Michael Johnson. Michael Johnson's not elite, by the way. He's not. Blunder, blunder, wonder. Ha! Yes, bitch. Whooped his ass. He blundered there. Um, yeah, man. I mean, Nate Diaz, is a tough fighter. Been around since the beginning, bro. Been around since 2007, fighting motherfuckers in backyards and shit. Most of these fights, though, like he should have won that fight. Should have won. I mean, no, no. He did not win the Rory fight. He got dominated in that fight. I watched it. Josh Thompson, he got knocked. Yeah, but it was a TKO, not a knockout. So, yeah, I mean, Conor, not elite. Not at all, man. Not at all. Not at all. Nope.